Alrighty, quick microphone check. Microphone check. Alrighty. Yep, good. I can hear myself. So, I haven't decided on the schedule just yet because it's going to depend entirely on Final Fantasy XIV Online. That's the game that I'm doing right now. Now, I want to see how much of the story I can do before I eventually hit a roadblock. So anyway, basically you gotta get the right gear set before you even do the next duty. But anyway, let's see how much story we can do because we got a trial to do first. Here we go. So I already got the game up and running in the background, which I'm gonna show you here now. And I was told that there is supposed to be an NPC that's gonna be selling certain level 99 gear items right here, but it's not available yet. So you gotta do the certain MSQs first. So I don't know how many more MSQs I gotta do, but that's gonna be the thing I'll be doing here. So let's do Sage and let's see if we can do it. Okay. And here we go. Never mind, Q just popped. That was quick. So, the villain here. What kind of a dance we're gonna do? Because I don't think the plot's gonna end here. He's still the worst villain in this story. Very forgettable. Not the worst villain, but he's a forgettable villain.
Come at me with your all. I will make you kneel.
He's a wannabe Xenos. He's a wannabe Xenos. That's all you need to know.
Let the victor's reign be sanctioned by the blood of the fallen.
Okay.
I need more power.
Okay. Got this fight that we didn't have to wait for too long. So, how many phases will there be for this fight?
More! I need more!
Again, cartoonish evil.
What visions are these? Out of my way! Is this my weakness given shape?
Just trying to see what kind of mechanics we're gonna deal with here this time. Is there a second phase to this, or just one phase? Interesting music here.
No limits will bind me! Be gone, along with my pitiful past.
Yeah, again, very cartoonishly evil boss. Villain. Whatever you want to call it. Not as compelling as the previous ones. Is there a second phase to this? Because this one seems very straightforward so far. There it is.
I am the worthy king. There is no miracle. This is my path. I trust only in myself. It's mine, the ultimate power!
Yeah, this cartoonishly evil villain isn't that good. Yeah, he's not intimidating. I've seen that.
It's proof of my authority!
He's not that intimidating. Yasha and the Xenos were far more intimidating by comparison. Okay. Not sure about the music for this boss. Man, not much to say here.
Yields to my command. My will resonates within reality.
Yeah, we're just doing this boss fight because that's how it progresses the story. Okay.
Mine is a path.
Yeah, this cartoonishly evil villain is not compelling at all. Evil because evil. Not really that interesting. Even the lines are not much to go on.
Fly, my blades!
Okay.
All is mine to make and unmake. Blade!
Okay. Yeah, this is almost 10 minutes. Ow, that hurts. Okay.
Mine is the power!
Okay. Lots of damage.
Mine is a path.
Yeah, these bosses are really taking a lot of damage. They cause a lot of damage.
Fly, my blades.
Much more difficult. Almost quarter of a health there.
No mercy.
Oh, I die again. Wonderful. They really pack a punch. Yeah, these bosses really pack a punch.
Resonate.
Interesting music. I give him that. Okay.
Blade. No mercy.
Of course. Any healers? No? Yeah, these are not easy, but hey, that's okay. Good thing this will not take too long. I imagine these people have not done this too many times. Yeah. Oh well, okay, looks like I have to do this all over again. At least I get to listen to the music now. I don't know about you, but the music here is not as doesn't stand out much compared to the previous expansions. So
Mine is a power.
you know what one of my biggest nitpicks in gaming is? Certain bosses or fights or duties that have that are more difficult than it should be.
Mine is a path.
Just a lot of health sponge. Just some bosses that are way too health spongy for their own right.
Fly, my blades.
I gotta commend these two warriors are still going. If only it'll be enough to. If only it'll be just enough to make it. They were able to do 10% damage, but will it be enough to make it to the end? I have to say, besides the story being lacking, to say the least, at least the gameplay is more challenging. But then again, if you've been playing it the first time, you're not gonna know the mechanics. Not until you do them over and over and over again. Meh. And, yeah. Why can't we use the Echo for this fight?
This power is proof of my authority.
I mean, shouldn't the Echo be available for every single fight? Or just as this game's way, you know, showing mercy if you fail? At the very least, the game is giving us checkpoints, so you don't have to start the fight all the way from the beginning, because that is just frustrating. You just keep going, and eventually once you do make it, you don't feel the relief.
Creation yields to my command.
Okay. Let's see if this fight goes a little faster. Okay.
My will resonates with reality.
Let's see if this goes a little better. Thankfully, we did start early. So after a fight, after you survive the fight, what do we get with the story? We still gotta fight here, outside of this fight.
Mine is a path.
Like, is there gonna be another confrontation or something? We'll see. Okay.
Fly, my blades.
Even if you defeat him, what's gonna happen? Because I feel like the fight is still not quite over yet.
All is mine to make and unmake.
Yes, you're trying to take over the world. Not really that interesting.
Blade.
Alright, halfway this time because of the echo. Oh, of course. At least we're doing better this time.
Mine is the power.
Of course. I get revived and I instantly die. Okay,
Mine is a path. Fly, my blades.
try that again. Alright. Finally gonna get this fight over. Oh, I die again. Great. Once again, we die at almost the exact same spot. I didn't even know what killed me because I don't know the mechanics at all. And we're gonna do that again. You know what? You know what's a big nitpick I have in the game? It's not because you need to know the mechanics, but you know, fights that are unnecessarily hard. You don't have to be hard. And we're gonna do this again. Oh, instead of 10%, now it's 20%. Great. You know, if this echo was available, the entire plot, see, these fights will be over sooner. No, seriously, these villains would stand a chance if you could use this echo the entire freaking time. So instead of 10%, it's now 20%. Nice. The game is pitying us here. Why is it now? Why is there? Why are these blades showing up easier now? Is the game pitying us?
My will resonates within reality.
You know, I would feel more interested in this fight if only the villain wasn't so forgettable and cartoonishly evil. Yeah, this villain is not likable at all. I've seen better villains. Alright, let's get this fight over with.
Mine is a path.
Let me guess, if we die again, it'll be 30%? I wonder why I'm behaving like this. Because so far, this expansion has not been the most compelling at all. Not to mention, this villain is so forgettable. Evil for the sake of evil.
Fly, my blades.
I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that thinks so.
All is mine to make and unmake.
Yeah, so you get to play God. Fascinating. Finally finish this fight. But this has already been going for 20 minutes now. Of course, I missed that mechanic because I didn't see it in time. Okay.
Mine is the power.
Finally finish this fight now.
Mine is a path. Fly, my blades.
Okay. We finally finish this fight now.
No mercy.
Was I the only one that did the Caracol, Gunheima, and Haima? Whatever. Should have done that earlier. But then again, how would you know that the first time? But you start to put the two and two together the more and more you do these fights.
Resonate.
Alright, we're finally done with this fight. Not a very memorable character, unfortunately. Not very memorable, sadly. Okay, we're finally done with this fight. What's gonna happen now from the story
No
point of view?
mercy.
Okay, we're finally done with this guy. Or is it? Let's see.
brother.
I might sound cold here, but I don't care about that character. I really don't. Still breathing, I see.
So, it is to be defeat.
Father, is that you?
The game is trying to make us care.
Why do you weep?
The game is trying to make us care about this character, but unfortunately, he's not that great of a character.
Because it hurts. Because I don't understand why it had to be this way. Why don't I know you?
If this character and this expansion was better written, I would be feeling something right now. But sadly, I am not.
Why didn't you want me?
How could I be a father when my own spurned me? He left me nothing. No throne. No legacy. Nothing. And so, I had nothing to leave you.
So you decided to kill people, and that's supposed to leave something to you. Wow, that is so compelling.
Why does that matter? Couldn't you have just been there?
Terrible character. It's just not a good character. It's not the worst character, but just not really that interesting. Not him, but him. Wow.
You ask a lost man for the way. I do not presume to call you mine, nor do I desire anything of you.
Alright, what's gonna happen with the plot here? Because somehow it's still gonna keep going. It's not the end here.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat on my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
And countless people dead for selfish reasons? Yeah, no.
I walked a path of ruin.
And a very forgettable path of ruin. I've seen better.
Unable to surpass further.
You don't need to surpass one person.
Or Ramachi.
What a terrible motive. Just not a very interesting motive.
So much. For the resilient sun, the miracle.
What's the twist here? What's the twist here? Is that it? That's it? So can those souls finally go back to where they belong? Or does it go somewhere else? I don't feel bad here.
You think Papa left you nothing? You God's damned fool! You have the one thing He couldn't leave anyone else. You and Kululcha.
That's supposed to make us feel something, but I'm not. He was probably the most forgettable villain in the entire story. Unless something else comes along.
It's not over.
Yes. Who else is gonna keep this plot going just a little longer? Oh, let me guess.
Queen Sphene?
What?
Zorolja is gone. There's no need to fight anymore.
You're just gonna walk past everybody? Yes, the plot has to somehow keep going a little longer.
Sphene?
Yes, you're ignoring everybody now. How many times is Fiend being evasive, and it's happening again? Don't tell me she's the actual villain, because so far this has not been the most compelling expansion.
Why are you here?
Let me guess. Keep the plot going. Unnecessarily. Why are you smiling like that?
I wanted to express my gratitude to you all for vanquishing the King of Resolve and delivering my people.
Why is this character so tone deaf? I know she's endless, but my god, she's tone deaf and creepy. Doesn't make it more interesting. But you somehow have to keep this plot going a little longer, huh?
And to express my regret for what I've done to yours.
Are you feeling regret? Because so far you have not shown it. You're just smiling creepily. And then all of a sudden you shift tone, just try to keep people happy, or I don't know. But why are you here, and how are you gonna keep this plot going?
Your apologies won't bring back our dead or lessen your guilt.
Yeah. So, again, how are you gonna keep this plot going, Steen? Because you would think this is the end of the story. You beat the big bad guy. But how are we gonna keep this plot going unnecessarily?
Still, to strike you down in revenge would trigger all-out war between our nations. More innocents would suffer.
Again, it'll be like Endwalker all over again. Just one or two nations came to help us out. Imagine if all the others came in.
Even if we cannot be friends right now, we need to find a different path forward. A way that Tuliholal and Alexandria can coexist.
Again, I have to agree. Woklaman is speaking voice of reason here. But how is Queen Sphene gonna prolong this plot?
I fear that can never be.
What is your evil plan? Because so far you have not been a good villain either. What are you gonna do this time? You're gonna try to take over the world where he failed? Enlighten us.
What do you mean?
There is no other path for us. It's too late.
AKA, we need to keep this plot going for one more level.
I cooperated with Zoralja because I needed the life force yielded by the slain to sustain the Endless. Of course, the king betrayed me, and with his army defeated, that plan can no longer be realized.
Basically, your plan is illogical. You're not going to compromise, or we have to keep this plot going somehow.
But I can't. I won't fail my people. Be they possessed of flesh or no, all of them are dear to me.
What difference does that make? You just said you don't want to get along. What is your grand plan now? At least Meteon from Endwalker was more compelling. At least Meteon was interesting all the way through. But so far, Sphene is not it. So far. Okay, continue.
If there is something I can do for them, as their queen, I must do it.
You know that's a terrible plan. And you know it. Sphene thinks they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, they just don't know who they're up against. My god. Yep, but we need to keep this plot going. Of course. I'm not scared.
Hear me, Sphene. We appreciate your commitment to serving the Alexandrians and have endeavored to understand your beliefs. Be that as it may, you must know it's wrong to sacrifice our living to save your dead.
I see. It's because you do not know them that you believe they're dead.
Again, just how freaking creepy is it, just smiling for no reason.
They're not. So long as they are remembered, they shall never die.
That's terrible logic.
You understand, don't you?
I don't think Erenville will agree.
No matter what anyone may say, I refuse to believe that Kafkiwas is a hollow existence. That she can simply be allowed to fade away.
Your Majesty.
You're gonna keep this plot going, huh?
I am the bearer of the memories of Queen Sphene of Alexandria, and my desire to protect my people transcends all others.
Yes, in your own head, you think you're doing the right thing. Of course.
For them, I will do anything. No price is too high.
No. There is a price too high. No matter how deluded you think that is. Hey, this is not another interesting character, sadly. Can somebody just force pull that thing? No? Can't do that? No. Yeah, we gotta...
Seven hells.
We gotta prolong this somehow.
Ah!
What is it?
That's the artifact.
There exists a legend in Alexandria. In ages past, faced with a calamity in their world, a clan of people used a singular power to flee to ours.
If this legend you're talking about is a primal or something, I doubt that thing will stand a chance. We went through the end of its existence, among other things. This is so not interesting.
The key which manifests this power answers to fervent desires. Desperate, all-consuming supplications that have given rise to many a miracle.
And it will be defeated. Or dealt with. Whatever you want to say. I'm not being sugarcoating
That
this.
key holds the secret to interdimensional fusion, and unraveling its mysteries was the foremost mission of the scientists of preservation. Alas, they failed to fully grasp its workings, leaving us with only partial control over it. Nevertheless, if I'm to sustain the inhabitants of living memory, I have no choice but to call upon its power.
You have a choice.
And do what with it?
If you're just gonna say take over the world, that is so cliche and not interesting.
For hundreds of years I tried, but it was all to no avail. My benevolence did naught to protect my realm. But I can still take up arms and fight. If bloodshed will save my subjects, then I will become history's most brutal queen.
Give me a break. Xenos and the Garland Name Party did that. You're no different. This looks very similar to Endwalker in a way.
Wait!
So who's gonna be ruling Alexandria then?
Oh, Sphene.
Another forgettable villain. Yeah, we gotta keep this plot going. Somehow. Yep. And what is everybody's reaction to this? Yep. Oh my. Look, Alize is basically voicing the obvious here. The writers knew it too. Yeah, just delude themselves thinking this is fine. Yeah, basically thinking you're doing the right thing, but you're not. And it's not even the most interesting either. No, it's so forgettable. Yeah, gotta keep this going somehow. Okay, let's just see how much more plot there is to this. I'm surprised that thing is dead now, or it's not working. Okay. Maybe that different dimension has something to do with it. Yep. But somehow, through something we don't know. I don't know. Kyo's an endless too, all along. That's why you are being evasive. Yes. Yes. All right. Let's see if how much more plot we will get here. All right. Yeah, no, the expansion should have ended right here with a grand fight if it went on a little longer. But no, you have to keep it going a little longer. So, how is this plot going to continue? Yeah. The level of polish on the gameplay features is definitely better than this expansion. It's just too bad the writing and characters department is the only thing that's lacking. Yep. Level 99, new family. Okay. So, what now? Okay. What happened to the army? That's a very good question. So he's in charge somehow. Because of a sibling? Well, he doesn't want to be a leader, but he's gonna have to be. He doesn't want to be a leader, but the power is thrusted upon him, so... She's not fine because of all these things. Yeah. Well, look, Lamont, if you have seen all the characters we've been through in the last few expansions, this is just touching the surface of all the losses we've been through. Yeah, time. That's what we had to do in the previous expansions with all the losses we've had. So, what's the next thing on the plot that we gotta deal with? So yeah, he's the new king now. So what's gonna happen to the queen? Or is there ever gonna be a queen? Will there be a queen? Yeah, the main plot here is not the best. It'll be nice to see a cutscene. It'd be nice to see a cutscene back at the Tuliyola. Okay, back to... Here we go, back to this place again. Okay. Okay, we're back here again. Yeah, there's supposed to be an NPC here, but nope, it's not available yet.
You are returned! Wait there! I'm coming down! Where's Lamachi? What happened inside the dome?
Well, the plot is not over yet. That's all you need to know. Yeah.
So my brother is gone.
Yes.
Yet the danger remains. And you must soon sally forth unto an unknown reality.
Hey, Kona!
Lamachi, is this boy perhaps?
Yes. Yes, sadly.
This is Zorolja's son, Kululja.
Yes.
I see. Time did flow differently inside the dome.
Yes.
If he is our brother's child, then... Kululja, was it? My name is Kona, and I am Lamachi's brother.
You're her brother?
You'll find none more dependable than Kona. He's family, and he'll take good care of you.
A pleasure to meet you, Kululja.
A pleasure to meet you too, Uncle Kona.
Well, I suppose I am your uncle. But simply Kona will do.
You're all confused, and little wonder. Rest assured, all will be explained in due course. But for now, I want to make one thing clear. Gululja is his own person. He had no part in his father's crimes. If you have anger towards Zorolja you need to express, Kona and I will gladly hear you. But you will treat Gululja as you would any child, with kindness.
Indeed, in this case.
As we should. The boy's done no wrong.
There's no evidence either. There's no evidence.
Yes. The vow of resolve speaks true.
There's no evidence either, so...
So, will you tell me what happened? Grahatia has given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
Can we walk while we chat? I want to see how things are in the city.
In that case, let us make our way to Bright Plume Post. Our soldiers remain on high alert, but if the threat of invasion has passed, I will bid them take a well-earned rest.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, that shop is still not available, but whatever. We just keep going until the game gives us a roadblock. Yeah. Yes. I don't know why this quest is. I don't know why this quest exists. It's just repeating what just happened, or it's just padding runtime a little bit. It could have been just another cutscene, but eh. Yeah, this is why is this? Why does this quest exist? It's just summarizing everything. We already know this. Yeah. All of that could have been explained up there. Or, at least, he could have done a narration or a text or something. As we walked our way, we basically recapped everything. That could have been done as well. Yeah, this is literal padding right now. Yes, we're accepting you even if you're not part of our thing here, but you'll be fine. You know, we haven't even gone into this building yet. But hopefully we'll get something interesting in the story now. Do we get something now? Oh, no voiceovers. Oh, you would think because of the camera work that would happen. Yeah. Yeah, we're not quite done yet. But how are we gonna deal with that, though? We don't know. Something tells me it's not gonna be that simple. You could have cut off those walking bits and we could have just gone right into this as the next cutscene. Yeah. I know I'm sounding critical here, but it's unnecessary. Yes. The plot has kind of paused here for a bit. Yeah, we know. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, no voiceovers. Oh. You found a way already. Okay. Alphinaud, if you'd be so kind. Let's have Alphinaud have a moment. So kind. Yeah, let's have Alphinaud have a moment instead of us. Oh, that earring. No. That's the one that those two Lalafels gave all those years ago. Nice. Share will get along so nicely with Istola. They're scholars. Okay. What? Oh, I think this is it. This is it. I think the game finally is gonna give us the artifacts thing from the NPC. This is where we can finally upgrade our equipment. Okay. But how expensive is it? Let's see. Let's see how expensive it is. Yeah, that there's supposed to be an NPC there, but now it'll be available now. Yep. Yep, even the game spells it out for you. Yeah, I don't know why does it say available all the time, but hey. I don't know. Only available for one? Okay. Through the gate of gold. So the question is, how many will allowed to have? How many? How many, I don't know. Is it possible? Oh, nice. You can only possess one. Okay. 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 All right, here we go. Yeah, let's not do too many because this will get filled up very quickly. So just one job is enough for now. There we go. This should be enough. I hope this will be enough. I hope this will be enough. Level 684. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep, I got the equipment finally. Wish I had level 99 for all, but that's okay. Okay, let's just go there. Okay. All right, let's see if we can do this. Hopefully this will be enough. Let's hope this will be enough. I mean, I got the gear finally for level 99, but is that going to be enough? I don't know. Let's see what the item level is going to be. Either way, we're going to be doing this as a healer anyway, because it's the less queue time anyway. I was wondering when we're going to go through that gate eventually. Yeah, there's no point getting too many because it'll get filled up very quickly. So you just grab the necessary ones and that's it. Okay. All right. Let's see what we gotta do. Here we are at the gate again.
Electro everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive. Cryle, try holding your earring to the terminal.
No luck. Don't give up yet.
The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Galulja, would you give it a try?
Me?
If the King's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
What?
Convenient. So we can finally see what's behind this gate all this time. Just like that.
The earring. It really was.
It was the literal key all this time.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master. Neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with. But now isn't the time to marvel. If Galuljar can open the gate, then so too can Sveen close it. 'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
I think it's Grahatia for this one.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Shall I remain as well?
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you are not unfamiliar, as I recall.
Shadowbringers.
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wuk-Lamart, Kryl, and Erenville are a given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I.
which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
Yeah. Nah, that's cliche. Make sure we can return while we're still young and beautifully.
It's fine. Really. Mostly. Just don't let him bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
Okay, let's hope this will be enough. Okay. Yep. Yeah, here we go. Okay.
Tis done. Whenever you're ready.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
Beyond lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Well, what we do know is that it's Sphyn's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World? Right. Let's go.
Not a dungeon, but an actual location. Okay. Oh, it's real life. Yay! Never thought we would see real life this way. It's real life. Modern looking buildings.
How to describe the sheer amazement we felt when we emerged on the other side of the portal? I fear words do not do it justice. Before us was a vibrant world where the memories of the departed abided and reveled in bygone days. Living memory, or so the Endless called it. How they laughed and smiled as they reminisced upon unfulfilled dreams. alive in all perceivable ways, yet knowing no loss. So resplendent was every ilm of this paradise. The words rose unbidden to my lips. All this time, it was here, the city of gold.
It's real life with modern buildings. Cool. No, we finally made it. We finally made it to what it looks like real life. You know what this reminds me of? That amusement park from Nier Automata. This is no Nier Automata, but, you know. Yeah. The world building is something this game has never disappointed, and it continues to amaze me. If only the writing was better in this expansion, then all of this would have been even more grand. That's the same things we saw in the other world. Alright. Let's just continue on with the plot. You know what's funny? This is not the past, but whatever. Modern looking buildings. I don't know who you are. We're in luck. So what is the Queen's real form? What is the Queen's real form? Yeah, what is the Queen's real form? Nice. Again, real life. Wow. This is probably the best, other than the previous eras, this is probably the best looking one so far. Wow. Some nice world building again. I'm impressed. Okay. Alright, what's next?
Sven? Are you there? If you are, say something. We need to talk. Sven.
How convenient.
That you should come here.
Are you surprised?
I haven't known you long, Sven, but I know you have a good heart. Your love for your people is proof of this.
I think this talk is futile, unfortunately, based on what I've seen so far.
I can't let you do what you're trying to do. And deep down, I don't think you want to do it either.
Sven is kind of creepy in a way, constantly smiling and not being honest. Like trying to avoid a confrontation. Which is kind of similar to Japanese culture, which I don't know much about. So I'm only being ignorant here. But it's kind of similar to that. Like, just eerily smiling when the situation doesn't call for it.
I want a world without suffering. A world where nothing is lost. Would that such a place existed.
You know that's not possible. Unless you're talking literal heaven.
But the endless only grow in number, and ever more life forces needed to sustain them.
We know.
Within the barrier, we have managed to curb the cycle of rebirth these few hundred years. But we've reached the limit. That is why I looked to interdimensional fusion, to harvest what we needed from your world.
It's not practical.
From your people. And with the key, we will have it.
It's not practical. It's not practical.
And once you've plundered our world of ether, what then? Will you do the same to others?
Yes. Like, when is it gonna be ever gonna be enough? There's always gonna be more, more, more.
All men eventually die. If you make endless of everyone, you will never have enough ether to sustain them. You but prolong the inevitable.
Yes, and I think she knows that too, but doesn't care.
Sven, if you would nevertheless persist in this folly, we must stand against you. For we too have people we cannot lose, places to which our hearts belong.
Lamachi, I would have loved nothing more than to work hand in hand with you to tend our nations.
Why are you so creepy with the smile when he doesn't call for it? You're not being humble.
But fate is cruel. By the time it had brought us together, our futures had already been written.
Can't rewrite it? Surely there has to be a way.
The kind and gentle Queen Sven was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more.
But you can make a compromise, can you? Can't there be a compromise? Something. The king is still alive. Something can be done. But no.
I will erase all memories of the living Sven. She She who has cursed me with this soft and powerless nature. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria. A devourer of worlds.
You're not gonna do that. Good luck and try.
When two nations cannot protect their own without doing harm to the other, there can only be one resolution. It is a hard truth, but one you understand, don't you?
No, it's not the same. Do I have to state the obvious? I think no, that's too obvious. She's not gonna change her resolve. It's gonna be protect my world. Nope. The evil is not inevitable. There has to be another way. This evil is not inevitable. It's not. You know that. You know that.
I'm afraid we're out of time. The process has begun, and it cannot be stopped.
Oh, you're trying to do the Meteon tactic? You're trying to do the Meteon tactic? Except that you're named Meteon? Notice the lighting change?
Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Upon completion, interdimensional fusion will commence.
Sven!
Yep. Deluded themselves thinking this is the only way. No. Yes. Those who live forever. Okay. 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 So, how's the plot gonna go from here? I don't know. Is that Ernevel's mother? Is that who yeah, it is, probably. Okay. We get to explore the area a bit. Okay. We've seen this in other dungeons before. Okay. At least we get to see a new area finally. Cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we've done this in dungeons before. Except this is done here. Cool. No voiceovers? Aww. All of this should have happened sooner, in my opinion. Happiness doesn't last forever, sadly. That sounds depressing. That sounds very depressing already. Okay. Wonder what the reason is here. We get a cutscene of voiceovers here or no? What's the reason? Right. Oh, so convenient. I don't think there's any other way. And you already know. Well, we'll do as you ask, unfortunately. Well, we have to. There's no other choice. Again, it's... So based on what we have seen so far in the dialogue, it's basically another Meteon from Endwalker. Except that here, it's not as compelling. I know I'm saying the word compelling a lot, but I do mean it. This is nowhere near as compelling as Endwalker. I mean, sure, Endwalker took years to build up. But it's like almost sort of like a copy, in a way. Again, based on what we have heard so far, it doesn't sound urgent. Like, we should be just rushing. But no. Shouldn't we be rushing? No? Well, we gotta speak to some locals, take our time. Yes, we gotta take our time talking to people again, yeah. Whoa, why is the frame rate down here? Look at the frame rate going down here in this zone. 60 FPS. Holy crap. I was wondering what the heck is going on. Yeah, why is the frame rate so low all of a sudden? There's not a lot of people here. I mean, everywhere else was just fine. Yeah, I don't know why the frame rate is down here. But everywhere else is just... Is there... Wait a minute, is there people here nearby? Is that why the frame rate is down? Because if there's a lot of people in here, then that's why the frame rate is down. Yeah. Even in Guild Wars 2, there's lots of people, the frame rate's not gonna be high. Yeah, I'm just surprised why the frame rate is down. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is maybe there's lots of players nearby. And when you have lots of people in one area, there can be slowdown. Maybe that's why there's so much slowdown here. I remember being in Mordona where there was like 30 players in one spot, and there was like slowdown. Yeah, when I'm in a cutscene, there's no players nearby. See? When I'm in a cutscene with no players nearby, there's no slowdown. Yeah, FPS is completely fine. Yeah, I was wondering why there was so much slowdown. I don't see the players at all, but they must be nearby that I can't see. So... She's basically doing 3-dimensional fusion, and we are here talking to people. Shouldn't it be more urgent? No? Okay. Yeah, I was wondering why the FPS was down. But yeah, FPS is completely fine now. Again, all of this looks modern. So we're just here hanging out with people. It's not real, it's just an illusion. Being watched. Yeah, not the most exciting storytelling here. It's like talking about comparing Coke to Pepsi. Yeah, This expansion has not... I mean, this expansion has its good moments, but it just drags on. Again, very similar to the ones there. Like, it's like a deja vu. Yes. Deja vu. Yep, the players are no longer nearby. Oh, maybe they are still here. Maybe they're still here. Actually, no, they have disappeared. Yeah, there's only a few players now. Yeah, before that, oh boy, there was a lot of slowdown. Again. Okay. Yes, we gotta find something. This whole world we need to save, and we're here talking with people. Okay. Let's have the Chocobo come out and help us out. I like the locations here. But yeah, if you have 20 or so players nearby, you're gonna have slowdown. Okay, did our companion XP go up? Oh, it's almost halfway. Yeah, so far these quests are eh. We kind of got that what you wanted. Yes. Give you a little bit of happiness before the end. Yes. Yeah, they're introducing us to many other random characters at the last minute that we don't know anything about. Yeah. Not exactly the best storytelling here, sadly. Yeah, so you've been reincarnated over and over and over again. Well, something has to be changed. I don't know if Sphene is going to be alive at the end of this. Probably not. But somebody has to rule this place. Somebody has to be ruling this place. If it's not the queen, then it must be someone else. I mean, after you've been living for so long and you finally want to go, yeah, it's depressing. But again, when we got to this point, it's you don't feel it as much because everything else has been kind of lackluster. At least all the other expansions from start to finish were fulfilling, at least. Here it's just... we gotta have something going on here, so... yeah. Again, real life stuff we're doing here, anyway. Yep, definitely real life stuff we're doing here. No doubt about it. No words need to be said.
Do you remember what I said to you before all this? That life is a series of journeys. That you must be true to yourself, for indeed, there's no telling what awaits. I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't expect to behold such sights. The future is as fluid as the water beneath us, truly. Tell me, my friend, have you ever wished to be reunited with someone who has passed away?
Yes. Who has not? You need to have a heart.
I have. I do. But I think, above all else, I wish that they had lived. If only for one more day. Just one more day. A joyous one, if I could choose. I did all that I could to make it happen. I tried everything, and spared nothing. In that manner, I was able to keep some few souls out of harm's way, but so many were beyond my power to save. What would I have done then, had I this? And you? Can you imagine yourself spending eternity here, knowing no loss?
That would be a little depressing as well. Again, paradise, but kind of depressing. For once, that was a cutscene worth seeing in this expansion so far. Okay, let's quickly go here and get this ether current right here. There you go. And this is the final zone, living memory. What an interesting contrast, huh? One in the southeast. Okay, might as well just do it while we're in the area. Okay. Oh, okay. There's one right there. Alright. That's 2, so 8 more to go. So yeah, no matter what area you are in the game, if there's like 10 or 20 players in one area, you're just gonna be slowed down. I can live with that. Alright, what's next? We're paying our respects as much as we can. Yeah, they've lived for as long as they could, even if we did our part, so, yeah. Can't help everyone, but at least we're gonna do something. Yes. Okay. Another favor. Yeah, we're just doing some menial tasks, even though we should be taking care of the speed problem. Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about this game sometimes is that you clearly got something that you gotta deal with, but we gotta talk to you. We gotta talk to some people before we deal with this really, really urgent matter. But then again, it's an MMO, so who knows? Okay. I mean, they're trying to give purpose to this place. It's just that everything else before this was...
We've switched on the circuits like you asked.
Thank you, everyone. Hopefully, this does the trick.
Oh!
Nice. Yeah, about that. About that. Oh, we're in Vegas now? We're in Vegas?
Amazing.
Wow!
We're in
Look,
Vegas?
Mother! Look!
This reminds me of Vegas. Las Vegas does these types of things too. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Or as they say in Las Vegas,
I've
just
never
another day.
seen anything like it.
We have. Aaronville's not happy.
Wuklamat! Oh, where are you? Wuklamat!
Whoa, she's...
By the gods, it's Namika.
She's younger.
Begging your pardon, but I'm looking for a child. A small Shibrali girl. Have you seen her by chance?
You are Namika, aren't you? It's me, Wuklamat. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, what am I to do? The child and I, we aren't related by blood, but she's as dear to me as my own.
All the memories are being removed, remember? Yeah. The memories, yeah.
It's all right. You found her. I'm here.
Or not, I don't know.
You? Could it be?
Yes, Namika. You know these eyes, this voice. It's me, Wuklamat.
Oh! It is you! Oh, how silly of me. But if you're here, then that means...
Well, we're still alive, unfortunately.
No. I'm still alive.
Oh, good. Thank the gods for that. But what power has brought us together again? This isn't a dream, is it?
No.
It's not a dream. Or rather, it is a dream come true. I so wanted to hear your voice one more time.
Who doesn't? For once, the game
Just
succeeds.
Look at you, my Wuklamat. Stronger and more assured than I've ever seen.
For the first time in the entire expansion, the game succeeds in pulling heartstrings or making a moment. For the first time.
Such hazards you must have braved and hardships endured to come so far.
There should have been more of this in the earlier parts of the main story.
It was tough, but I made it thanks to my friends. And to you, Namika. I'm the person I am now because you always believed in me. Because you loved me, as if I were your own daughter.
You know what this reminds me of? Late Shadowbringers, where you meet the dead one more time. This is similar to that in a way.
Thank you. Thank you. You were everything I could have asked for. The best mother.
The game succeeds in pulling a moment finally.
Ah, I'm so glad.
Cool.
Looking back, I've had a blessed life. And it was because I was a part of yours.
Finally. Touching moment.
When I lost my child to illness, I thought I'd never know happiness again. But it rekindled in my breast the instant you smiled your little smile at me. You became my purpose, my joy.
You were mine too.
To have this chance to speak with you again and leave nothing unsaid. I know not how or why, but I am grateful. so grateful.
Why couldn't this happen more in the early parts of Dawntrail or other expansions? Yeah, Dawntrail has been a disappointment. We finally get a well-deserved moment. It's too bad it's just one in very few quests in this main story have been interesting.
Where you must go, I cannot follow. But know that I'll always be with you. Take care of yourself. Promise me.
Imagine seeing somebody you love again.
I will. Mama. I will.
Similar to what happened in Post Shadowbringers. Same thing, but differently done. Touching. I'm not being emotional as much because the story has
And
just
one
been...
day, we'll meet again.
Again, it's too bad the story overall has not been good. Only a few good moments stand out. This is one of them.
I understand why Sveen cannot bear to let them go. But as painful as it is to part, we're meant to live and die. To let go and let others carry on in our stead. We can't cling to everything forever. Come, let's keep moving.
Yeah, too bad the rest of this expansion has been disappointing on story. I wish there were more moments like this, but no. Unfortunately, no. It was just lots of padding. Lots and lots of padding. Alright, and just conveniently, we have another one to go here. Yeah, there's another ether current just right here. Oh, it's on the other side. Never mind. Nerville's being quiet. That's good. But we have to shut it down, otherwise we cannot continue with the story. A darn shame. We basically had to make things die. Maybe that's why they call it Dawntrail, because things are dying. So what does this place look like when it's not in its current form? Yeah, it looks really depressing with the negative colors. Yeah. But it has to be done.
Sleep tight, everyone.
Yep. And I bet the others are gonna be the same thing as well. Doesn't get more depressing than this. Yep. Yeah. Our first quest. Yeah, I don't know if the visuals for this place is gonna return to normal. I don't think it will, but I'll be very surprised if it does go back. Yeah, everything is so cold now, unfortunately. Wait. Tour guides? What the heck? Well, we gotta do this quest anyway. Yeah, it's just... I mean, I do like the visuals when it's all lit up, and now everything is just really quiet and depressing. Does it go back to normal later? I don't think so. That'd be too much asking for too much. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I think when we resume on this next week, I think we are going to... I think we're gonna easily finish everything by the next time or next week. I don't know which day, maybe Tuesday again, but we're gonna cover some ground here. Okay. Kind of interesting how this tour guy is still alive. Like, it's... Yeah. I don't know why he's still here, even though we shut it down. Yeah. Again, it's like the previous expansion, so everything is dark in here. Is there anything we cannot do to help these people? Anything? Yeah, if only the execution of this expansion was better. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that's not good about this. Yeah. First half was, yeah. All right. Okay, here we go. We're finally going to the next half. It's too bad we gotta shut everything down. Although this part is not shutting down. I don't know. Okay. we gotta do the same thing again, unfortunately. What a darn shame. Especially since you can see the effort that went into building this world. Yeah. And all of it has to be shut down. Darn. Yeah. Yeah. It's like the gold saucer. Anvil's not pleased. Yeah. Again, it's just depressing that we're gonna have to... Yeah, it's a reminiscence. Yeah, now everything's gonna shut down again. Yeah, and we gotta shut it down. Or does it revert after the main story is over? Or in post, I don't know. Yeah. And this just looks so good. But, yeah. Gotta put a dawn into this place, unfortunately. Yeah, darn shame, really. Hold on a second, we got something up here to take care of. There we go. I don't know if all of this is gonna return to normal once this place is done. I don't think so. Otis is here. Yeah. Darn. Oh. That's Otis? I'm pretty sure that's Otis. Not much to say here, really. Not much. Is that Otis?
I know not who you are, but my thanks for your timely aid.
Your faith's so strong! That was amazing, Otis! And you too, mister!
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! Fiends such as these are naught to be feared.
I'm not surprised. It is Otis.
Well then, dealt with it already, have you?
Yes.
Be at ease, one and all. So long as I, Sir Otis, live and breathe, no citizen shall come to harm.
Otis! Of all the people, could you really be that Otis?
I'm certain I do not know what you mean by that, Otis. I am who I am, and I should very much like to know who you are.
You're Sir Otis Villona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria, yes? We met you while searching for Gululja.
Hey, Rogzukin, perfect timing. So yeah, I'm doing this expansion again just to see. I'm doing this expansion today because I want to make some progress here because this whole expansion has been slow. Good to see you, Remedy. So what's gonna happen here is I'm probably gonna play this game today and then wrap it up next week or something because I'm basically at level 99 right now on the story, and level 100 is just around. Level 100 is gonna be happening soon. Yeah, we just did a boss fight about 2 hours ago. That was disappointing. Not because of gameplay, but because of the character was cartoonishly evil. Very poor, very forgettable motivation. Don't you just love it when you have a villain that just is evil for the sake of evil? I mean, they tried to put in some backstory to make it more compelling, but it wasn't that compelling. Not intimidating. It's just a fight you have to do so they can continue on with the plot. But the visuals and the world building, once again, Rogzukin Remedy is the strong point of this franchise and this game. It looks great.
You cooked a most delicious repast for us. Fought beside us in Solution 9.
Gululja. Solution 9. I've never heard of such things.
Oh, probably doesn't know the memories.
These events of which you speak are utterly unknown to me. As are you. I'm quite confident I would recall if we had met before.
No memories.
Could this be? Villainy! You seek to bewilder me for purposes most foul!
No.
No villainy intended, I swear.
Yeah. Oh.
Tell me I'm not mad. This is definitely the Otis we know.
Probably
right?
The memories have been removed. Yeah. Not in the version. You remember this time in the machine. Yep.
I say! What are you whispering about there? Wait. I've no time for this. I must attend to my preparations for the founding celebration.
Yeah.
The children begged and begged that I perform in the marquee play, and I cannot possibly disappoint them. I take my leave of you. Good day!
Yeah, everything is colorful here, but everything's gonna turn gray because we gotta shut things down. These people are endless. In other words, they should be dead, but they're not. Yeah, it's kind of depressing. But sadly, the
founding celebration?
Sadly, the rest of this expansion has been disappointing on story, unfortunately. But the world building has been good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Level 99. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, everything looks colorful here right now, but trust me, it's gonna turn depressing very soon. But yeah, the people that designed the people in this game that designed these worlds definitely deserve to be commended. It's really gorgeous. Again, definitely real life aesthetics here. So it's not surprising really, but it's nice. Where is the next Oh, there we go. There's 10 of these in these zones when you come here for the first time. You gotta hunt them down. That's why I'm getting this. Ah, invisible wall. I like this. Thankfully, you don't have to fight every single enemy you come across in this game. In Stellar Blade without mods, you are forced to fight them. They'll chase you to the ends of the earth. Actually, you know what? No, we can get the ether currents later. It's not a big deal. You can always ask for players here, and they will usually have no problem helping you. So, okay, let's just jump down. Where's... How do you get to that location? Oh, no, we just climb up here. Okay. Thankfully, there's no trial or dungeon that we gotta do here. Oh, there you go. There's Otis. So... should I play the part of the queen? We gotta play along here. Fine celebration, yes, we gotta help out. Again, not the most compelling storytelling, but there are some interesting ideas here. That's why we're speeding things along here. This whole expansion has been testing my patience in a way. Some of the dialogue and some of the quests could have been cut, and you wouldn't have missed anything. So, no, seriously, I'm not kidding. I don't have the time to examine it, but that's the gist that I've been feeling in this expansion so far. There were also fillers in the previous expansions, but yeah. Oh, the same costume? That's the same one we saw in Endwalker. Yep, that's the same one. Okay. Cutscene again. Cutscene again. Okay. We did this for a society quest in Endwalker. So... And we're a rabbit. Okay. Yes. We have an elephant and a rabbit. Why not? I don't take things too seriously in this game. As long as it helps move the plot forward. Yes, we know we have a guys. Yes. Yes, we got to save the world, but we gotta entertain people. Sure, why not? Yes, but also, I can see what the writers and the game designers were going for. You basically are basically giving these endless people one more chance of happiness before the inevitable. It's also kind of depressing in a way, but unfortunately the rest of the expansion wasn't really that fulfilling, so I'm not really feeling the emotional impact here as much. Yeah, if only the rest of the expansion was written better. Because there were some interesting ideas. There really were some interesting ideas. But altogether, yeah, no. It has been disappointing, unfortunately. Again, I kind of feel bad for people that designed the worlds and did everything in that regard. Well, some other critical elements kind of fall short. Like Payday 3 and Killing Floor 3, those two games are sequels of games that were pretty good before, and unfortunately they turned out to be big disappointments. Yeah, that's why you don't want to waste your hard-earned money on games that don't exactly have any effort put into them. I miss well-polished games. Don't get me wrong, there are some well-polished games that have been released nowadays. If you ignore the lack of story in Stellar Blade, that game at least runs properly for the most part. There are some parts of the game that don't run well, but at least it was not something people complained about when it first came out. But yeah, I digress. Yeah, we're basically giving everybody here one more moment of happiness before the inevitable. So that's basically what we're doing here before we progress to the next area. Yeah. Not many, no. And this expansion, unfortunately, is not well polished or written, unfortunately. That's why you see me skimming through this. The game is trying to make you care for this, but unfortunately before that it just drags on and on and on. And even here, the dialogue could have been more tightened. It could have been more tightened. Like, make every single piece of dialogue or a visual moment stand out, but it just goes on and on and on. Some moments could have been just shortened in short narrations or text on screen, and you wouldn't miss much. Yeah. And this is like near the end of this main story. There's also post main scenarios quest stories as well, but those are much shorter by comparison because they patch those every so months or so. All right, let's see what kind of a cutscene we get here. Thankfully, we did start this as early as we could because I want to see some progression on this story. Yeah, all of this area right here is gonna turn into gray because we're shutting people's lives down, unfortunately. It's depressing, but honestly, I don't feel that depressed because, like I said before, the story for this expansion, it could have been more fleshed out, unfortunately, but it isn't. I wonder if this world goes back to, I wonder if everything here goes back to this once the whole story is over. I wouldn't be surprised if that's true. Even the music is obviously telling you about it too, but yeah. Yeah, we got another cutscene to go through here. Okay, here we go. So, again, great lighting, by the way. Might get voiceovers here, I think.
Well, this seems to be the right place. What's on the program, I wonder?
And where are the others, for that matter?
Oh, let's see if this is going to be a payoff. This better be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. A great conflict rages over precious electrope, and the kingdom of Alexandria has been embroiled in the chaos. When the royal capital comes under siege, the kingdom's valiant knights lay their lives on the line for their beloved Princess Sphene. I bid you keep your handkerchiefs at hand. Now, without further ado, yeah! It's a royal knight!
I beg your pardon?
What a twist!
Ugh, unbelievable.
Yes, Sunnyvale, I have to agree.
Ha!
It's for the kids. It's for the kids.
Yeah!
It's for the kids. It's for the kids.
Arg! I am killed!
Yes. It's
You
for the
must
kids.
flee! All of you! Princess Sphene!
Some roleplay, why not?
Are you unharmed?
Oh, I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis.
My dearest?
And so, in no small part due to the valor of the royal knights, the kingdom succeeds in repelling the invaders.
I love the voice actor for this.
But their jubilation proves short-lived.
The narrator's the best voice actor in this scene so far.
For in mad defiance, the enemy unleashes a forbidden weapon which brings about a terrible calamity. Full many lose their lives. The good Queen Sphene, shining vision of hope, among them. Go to her! You're supposed to go to her! What's happening?
Script. The script.
Is it over already?
The script.
And then, though the people grieved their queen's tragic passing, guided by her legacy of compassion, oh boy, they, worked hand in hand to overcome an age of hardship, and in time, they built a peaceful and prosperous Alexandria, a new Alexandria.
Sure, why not? That's the idea. I mean, we would have to improvise there.
Pray forgive me. The memories. They had me in a vice grip.
All's well that ends well. I wouldn't dwell on it.
Was Otis and Princess Sphene close one time?
If I may ask, during your improvisation, you spoke of a new Alexandria.
Yes.
And so I'm given to wonder, do you hail from a time after mine own?
Yes.
We do. And we're living people, not endless.
My word! That I should meet the living in this place. There is another question I dread to speak aloud. A question I couldn't bring myself to pose to newcomers, out of fear of the truth. Alexandria. Does it still exist?
Yes. In a way.
It does. It isn't quite the place you knew, but it endures. The descendants of your people walk its streets and live each day to the fullest as proud Alexandrians.
They live. We live. I had failed to protect my queen, but to hear that, it brings me a measure of peace.
You were there too, Otis. That is an incarnation of you.
Of me? That's absurd.
Yes, it is absurd.
But wait, something comes back to me. When they were researching a means to resurrect Her Majesty, memory preservation or some such, I volunteered to be a test subject. No. It is a fog I cannot pierce. But pray, tell me, this incarnation of myself, what was he like?
Just like you, he was heroic. He was a brave and soul, protect his queen to the last.
That's not all. He was a father in all but name to the new king, Gululja. Whatever you may have failed to do, you're the noblest of souls, Otis. And your deeds, your sacrifice, gave us hope that we sorely needed.
Tis miracle. Verily, there can be no other way to describe it.
Here's a hot take in my personal opinion. All those previous zones, the quest for those should have been significantly shortened. Maybe 2 or 3 Mason Hour quests, and have all the rest of Dawntrail be involved in this storyline. That could have been better. But they need to have it. But there was a checklist, unfortunately. You need to have these zones exist because of MMO elements, you know that. But yeah,
It is. It really is. We bear the legacy of your other self, and we'd be glad to bear yours as well.
My, what comfort you offer! With such dependable souls to take up my shield, I may rest easy indeed. I beg you, watch over our new king. The war changed my queen. To her final moment, grief darkened her gentle countenance. I've not the honor of knowing Gululja, but I pray that for all his days, he shall have cause to smile.
I wonder who's gonna be the queen.
We'll see to it he does, Otis. I swear.
I wonder who's gonna be the new queen, or I don't know. It doesn't have to be the end. You can keep this place going, but no, you don't need to harvest souls. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, one more Granary. Yeah. How fitting that we're going into a dark place here. Yeah. And everything has to be shut down, sadly. All these souls. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately have to shut down. Unless the game pulls a twist and everything goes back to what it was before. I don't know.
That night, he was the one who looked after Gululja. And now you follow in his footsteps.
And those of others as well. We've come to know how much Svin's people loved her, how much they yearned for peace. All of this we'll carry with us.
I see.
Surprised Fiend has not interrupted us. You would think so by now, but story says no. Yeah, it's really depressing, unfortunately. And the music fades away. Yeah. Asha's still here. Yeah. Here we go. We're at level 100 now. Here we go. Yep, level 100 now. Yep, we finally reached the end. Level 100. Yeah, we started off at level 99, and after 2 hours, we are at level 100. I mean, this part of the story, I have to admit, it has its moments. And unfortunately, it doesn't make up for the rest of the expansion being There's another quest that we gotta do here. So let's see if you can jump and take a shortcut. It's very eerie as well. There's no music playing anymore. Nothing. Yeah, everything is so quiet now. That sound effect reminds you of an enemy from Donkey Kong Country 2 and Super Nintendo. Alright, we gotta do another quest here for... Yeah. Wait for it. There we go. All right. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna finish this today. Not even close, but at the very least, we will get closer by the time we return to this next week. So that's the good news. At least reduce the amount of quests that's gonna take to complete. So yeah, where the heck is this? Where is this location? Okay. You should be in this circle somewhere. Usually the game makes a very clear distinction where it is. Oh, come on, where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a hunt. Okay, I just got lucky on that one. That's all. I just got lucky. I just got the nearest one, and that's it. Okay. Yeah, so far we got... I don't think there's no point getting the ether currency ahead of time, because you gotta unlock access to them first, so... Yeah, this is probably gonna be the last zone that we're gonna find. This is the last area in the game we'll get to fly. Too bad there's no quick travel here. So... Okay, where is this next thing we gotta find? Usually... This is one long side quest. This is one long side quest. But apparently this is the last one we gotta go to. Okay. Oh. Interestingly, I don't know why these enemies still remain, but... Okay. Yeah, too bad there's no shortcut to get up there, especially when you don't have the ability to fly yet, so you gotta go on foot. Yeah, well. Yeah, the color scheme for this place, after you turn down all the brightly colors, oh, so depressing. But the backgrounds are still lively, though. Yeah, I don't know if this place is gonna go back to normal once this story's over. I'm not sure. I don't even know if it's gonna be this restored even on post MSQ as well. But who knows? There's only one way to find out. Wait for that thing to stop chasing us. There we go. Yes, this is an alligator. Yep, I got this alligator mount. This alligator can also fly. It's pretty cool. But I can also have different mounts like a car. But hey, I don't mind. I'm surprised the game was that forgiving. game is trying to give us story here to care. Sadly, it's a bit hard for me to care because the rest of the expansion once again was disappointing. I'm just skimming over this. I mean, in order to finally see some of the better moments of the expansion, right up to the very end, how would you feel? Yeah. So he's not disappearing? No? So there's still some people left? I don't know. Anyway, back to the middle. Yep, here we go for the next one. Alright, to the next little zone that we gotta go to. That's the same song for the dancer quest job. Yep, the same. Aaronville's not really showing much emotion. I mean, who can blame him? I'm surprised Fiend has not tried to stop us yet. Yep. Yep, Aaronville's not exactly being happy, especially with, you know, grief. Especially when it turns out she was dead this whole time because of, you know... Man, imagine if this place stayed lively after this. I don't think it will. The game is trying to make us care. Sadly, it's a little too late for some people. Yeah, the visuals for this place is amazing. Yeah, I don't have much time, but here, let's see if we can make some progress at least. Okay. Let's see if we can grab this teleporter here. Or not. Again, great looking locations, great visuals. Okay. One thing I noticed, if you haven't, is that if you have at least 10 or 20 players all in one area, there's slowdown. I don't think reducing the graphics settings changes that. There's gonna be slowdown. So, that's okay. Okay. Now that I got that out of the way, let's see where this next story of ours is gonna go. Yeah, we've already reached level 100 on this main scenario quest now, which means we're basically approaching the end. Again, imagine if this place stays looking like this once you're done with the main story, but I don't think it does. Oh well. And I bet these NPCs are gonna disappear, unfortunately, when we are done with this place, sadly. Okay. So we're gonna do... Now we gotta spend time in this place before we shut it down. Not the best storytelling, unfortunately. Oh, motion capture. Here we go. A duel? Are those two who I think they are? Those who I think they are.
That rather resembles Arcanima, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed. While similar arts could have developed independently across reflections, this verges on being identical.
Are those Krill's parents? Yeah, because it looks really similar. Or not. Here we go.
Is something wrong?
Oh, you have something here.
What? Do we know each other from somewhere?
Come on, dear!
Oh, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
Wait, please!
You're new here, I gather. It may seem strange at first, but give it time. You'll grow accustomed to it soon enough.
No, I'm not. Rather, I'm, Oh, what can I say? Of course. This earring. Do you recognize it?
Impossible.
My name is Kryle. When I was a baby, I was taken from this world to another, where I grew up without knowledge of my past. I know not how much time has passed for you, and, things may not be as you expect them to be, but I'm here now. I found my way back. This earring, it contained a code with which I was able to reopen the gate. And I did, And I'm here. And
Could it be as she claims?
She's not lying. I can tell. And there is no mistaking the earring. Oh. How you've grown, my darling daughter.
it has been 20 years.
Touching. Why is the payoff happening at the end of this expansion, not earlier?
Yes, names. I'm Robor, and this is Alila, your mother. Doubtless, we have a mountain of questions for each other, but perhaps we can take this somewhere quieter?
Many questions, like how is Krill alive all this time? And if this thing eventually shuts down, will Krill pass away as well?
The heat wells, for instance. There's a spot there where we can relax and chat.
Never thought we'd get... Yeah, I wish this would happen sooner. Everything else before this was meh. Yeah. Not exactly much of a reunion. Yeah. The taste of family. Please let this be a moment. Please let this moment have voiceovers, because this is important. After all this time, we finally get something touching after all these years. Like, how did they manage to enter this enter the source? And how did they die? There's many questions. Yeah. All right. It's better have something. No voiceovers? Oh, come on. This is important. No. Yeah, we're trying to have some character moments here. And we gotta grab it. Lovely. Yep. I wonder what Erinville is doing. Yep. Who's this? Alright, I want to see this cutscene with the parents. This is something that I've been wondering for a very long time. Yep. Now we did finally reach this quote-unquote golden city. I'm not disappointed. It's just disappointing that the story wasn't fulfilling from start to finish, sadly. Finally are getting some good moments here. Yeah, if only the overall story was more fulfilling, which it isn't, sadly. Yeah. Alright, let's keep going. I got a little bit more time here, so... Okay. Alright, a simple delivery mission. Let's see if we can get a character moment here finally. Because this is something that I've been curious about for Krill for a long time. Alright, here we go.
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
Yes.
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up. This is just excruciating.
Just like this whole expansion.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Raha?
What is he doing?
Oh, you needn't force yourself.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
No, it's delicious. I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good.
It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Yes, indeed.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
Sometimes. I try not to eat too much. But anyway, can we get to some more important matters? No?
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you.
We're not gonna talk about how you gave us in the first place?
But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far for them after all.
Yes.
'Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom, until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive, to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
That's why that happened.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
An unusual gift? The echo, I dare say.
Our people, the Milala. Are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there. While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors.
I'm surprised there's
Of
time for
them.
that.
And of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
So that explains it. We finally get to see why Krill exists. Amazing. Yeah. It's a darn shame that another sacrifice had to be done just so that this place can be dealt with after all this time. Yeah. And I got time for maybe 1 or 2 MSQs, but depending on how this goes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Leading to the past. Here we go. Yeah. Yep, no ether quests yet. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. Let's do this first. Hold on, let's just do this first because I think the game wants us to do that next. Again, the game is giving us all of this at the very end. Yeah. Yes, we're getting background information, but sadly it's not that compelling. Another guide, huh? Okay. Okay. Again, we're getting background information here, but it's a little hard to care about at this point. Okay. Yeah, this is all like a, this is, the whole place feels like a museum, and probably so. Again, yeah, it literally is a tour guide or a museum, and that looks cool, by the way. Yep. And I wonder what this place looks like after this thing gets shut down. Yeah. Yeah, interdimensional fusion. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. It's a trick one, yeah. Yeah, I'm not crazy about this. Yeah, it's... Yeah, this is hard to kind of care about. Wait, it's still lit up? Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not really paying attention to this because it's really tough after all this time. So, let's try again. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is not exactly the best type of storytelling either. I mean, they're trying to do something different, but it's not that interesting. Yeah, all we need to know is that interdimensional fusion basically exists. Okay. This will probably be our last quest for today. It's getting too late. It's getting really late here. But if there's any good news from all of this, is that at least we did make some progress. At least. Oh, I cannot jump. Oh, I can't take a shortcut by jumping down. Invisible wall. Yeah. You gotta go all the way around. I don't think that time thing works, unfortunately, Ruzukin. But yeah, this is very slow. There are some piece-by-piece moments in this expansion because of story that's good, but right now this is just testing my patience. At least the storytelling in the previous expansions was more straightforward and more interesting. This one is you're not really paying attention because yeah, it's 11:50 p.m. right now, my time. 11:50 p.m. Yeah, this whole story right now is basically a museum. God. Let's take a guess. Yeah, this game is doing a quiz right now. Yeah, this game is taking a quiz right now for some reason. Yeah. All right, what now?
Finished at last. Gods, I'm exhausted.
Same here.
If the legend is true, the Malala were refugees from the source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery. By augmenting it with electrope, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal. Yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why. But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil. Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
As did Preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves, and in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls. We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on. Press on, and don't look back.
That's painful.
I will. May I ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Kryl, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you. A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you? Maya. Our dearest Maya. We love you more than life itself.
Maya. My name is Maya.
Again, disappointing that the best moments of this expansion are near the end of the main story. What a shame. Everything else before that was...
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must do this. Kryl, Maya, Baldessian must press on. Press on and... Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
And I think we might be able to finish this part of the map just now. Just enough time. Thankfully there's no dungeon. That would have taken 20 minutes, easily. Yeah. Yeah, this is the best. These are some of the best quests in this expansion by far. It's a darn shame that before this, it was disappointing. Hold on, we gotta explore this one part of the map quickly. Yep, we gotta go down one level. Yeah, we gotta go down that door. I know, I think the MSQ will take us there anyway, but let's just quickly make sure to explore it. And best of all, we have just enough time to finish this. No dungeons, no trials, nothing. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's quickly go back up and finish this. Yeah, there's no option. This is the fastest we can go. Unless you're lucky to have somebody else transport you. Eh. Yeah, there's one more zone over here. Alright, back on track finally. This will be our last one. I am running out of time. But the good news is that we are at least getting closer and closer to the end, because we are at the final level, and I think we'll have no issue getting the gear that we need. By the way, look at this skyline, Rookzook. Are you still watching? This is obviously a mix of fantasy and real life, right? Yeah, the backgrounds are nicely done for this final area. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, you can clearly see that it has modern-like buildings. But this isn't a fantasy game, so... yeah. And we gotta shut this thing down, unfortunately. What a shame. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder where Erinville is. Yeah, we gotta shut it down. Where is Erinville anyway?
You know how to do it.
I do.
Everything looks dead, doesn't it? That's how you reach your Dawntrail, or Dawn, I guess, you know. Yeah. Annabelle hasn't said much. Can't really blame him. Yeah. And interestingly enough, we have one more. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to start this last quest here because I don't want to backtrack all the freaking way back here. So let's just do this. We're not gonna have time to do this, but let's just start this up so I can go back. Yes. Start this quest, but that's it. There you go. We just go back to the main area, but we don't have time. I think I know what my schedule is gonna be now that I finally got this out of the way. Well, anyway, I gotta go here. Finally made some progress so that the end will be closer, especially for next week. So I'll see you guys again soon, very, very soon.